Alright guys, so while I was streaming today, the PGA Tour 2K Twitter account put up a tweet with this little teaser, the 6-second teaser video that I'll run now, and it said that, are you ready for your next tee time? And hints towards August 22nd, 2022. So a lot of people took this as them announcing the release date, which is not what they were doing. They put up a follow-up tweet after saying more information to come regarding PGA Tour 2K23 on August 22nd. So I thought this would be a great time for me to discuss my 5 biggest wants for this game. Basically, the 5 things I want the most to be either improved or completely new in PGA Tour 2K23. So we're going to start, and I'm going to start it real simple with better servers and improved society and moderation. So I own a really large society, and it can be really hard to navigate and kick certain people out if they're breaking your society rules, or you know that they're a cheater or whatever. You have to actually find their name in your society, and sometimes you'd have to go through I think I have 10,000 members in my society, so you'd have to actually go through each page to find them. You can't search them up or anything. There's no way to do that, so that would be a huge help to people that have societies in the game, no doubt about it. And with the better servers, I think this one is mainly based towards console, especially me on PS5. I have huge troubles with massive loading times and waiting a minute between holes in certain societies, or trying to navigate through from society to society can take upwards of 2 minutes sometimes, because it just takes so long to load in a society and load out a society. So that's something that I really want as a big improvement for PGA Tour 2K23, and I expect it as well, especially seeing as this game is being built from the ground up for PS5 and Xbox Series X, you'd have to assume, and then they're going to obviously release it on the previous platforms as well. This tweet has caused quite the stir, by the way. It's hilarious seeing everyone talking about it on Twitter. I was quite confused at first as well. That follow-up tweet does clarify a lot. But number 2, we're going to go with play as the pros. Now, this is something that when they announced that they were bringing pros into the game, this is something that everyone wanted, but they were only in the career mode, and they weren't even really used that much in the career mode. Especially if you turn the highlights off, you'll never see the pros. So it was kind of pointless in that regard, because the highlights, most people honestly turned them off. They just got a little bit annoying, and they were kind of glitched and didn't really work properly. So having the pros in the game wasn't really that great. From a marketing perspective, it was good, but in actually affecting the game, it didn't really. So to be able to play as them in 2K23 would be huge, and I expect that to be an addition. Actually, I really do. I don't know anything that I'm talking about in this video. This is all speculation, and this is mainly just stuff that I personally want in the game. You let me know what your biggest what the things you want the most are in 2K23. I'd be very intrigued to hear. But yeah, especially now that they have Tiger Woods as the head of this game, and he's probably going to be on the cover art, and we're going to know a lot more about this game soon. But to have Tiger Woods in there, to be able to have Tiger Woods playable, would be such a huge selling point for your game that I think they'd be silly not to try and take this up at least. Either way, they have to implement the pros more than they did in 2K21. Even if they're not playable, there has to be a better way to integrate them into the game. Okay, and number 3 for me kind of goes into that a little bit. I want better cutscenes, better highlights, and also more in-depth career mode. Maybe even with some cutscenes, stuff like that. Like with the highlights that you get, it was cool. I'd love to be able to actually play alongside the pro for the entire round, like have a playing partner. That would be incredible. I don't expect that to be in the game though. I think that's a little bit far out there, but to have like Tiger Woods alongside you for 18 holes and seeing his shot from a POV perspective would be really cool. But the career mode in general, I would just like, maybe say if you win a tournament, to have your guy celebrating lifting a trophy. I think that's pretty basic stuff that you could get in there, and would be really appreciated as well. Just I love seeing stuff like that, like seeing your guy lift a trophy, or seeing him give it a big fist pump or something like that if he holds the winning putt, and kind of, I don't know, go off and shake the hand of his competitor, something like that. Just something to really spice up the career mode and add a little bit of depth to it, and make it a big improvement on 2K21, because I do think 2K21 had a decent career mode, but it wasn't really truly in depth like it could have been, in terms of having cutscenes in there, and even just mini cutscenes of you picking the ball out of the hole, stuff like that. It would be really nice to have, I think, at least. personally. So let me know if you agree with me on these as well. I'd be very interested to hear your guys' opinion. But yeah, I think the career mode could be really, really great in this game if they tweak some slight things and improve it here or there. And of course, this comes in light as well of Tiger Woods being reported to be working on the game in some form and recording some footage for promo work and stuff like that. Actually, Tiger Woods Legion, I think TW Legion on Twitter, posted that last week that Tiger was involved in some promo work for PGA Tour 2K23. So expect to see him on the 22nd when we hear more. I expect to see Tiger Woods there as well in some capacity, either on the cover art or as part of a reveal trailer or something like that. So going into number 4 of the 5 things that I want the most from PGA Tour 2K23, I want more online modes. Specifically, I would love a ranked online mode. I think that would be awesome. Like I used to love playing ranked online in EA Sports Rory McIlroy, even though it really wasn't that in depth in that game either. I think that there's a big market there for people that love competitive golf, and I think it would be awesome to have a ranked online mode in 2K23. And I think that could be something that would really prolong your game as well, get the longevity of the game going by having some ranked competitive modes in there. On top of having a ranked mode, I think that something that would be so cool would be the ability to create a custom tournament. And I don't expect that to be in this game because I think that would be quite complex to set up. But FIFA does it, where you can kind of go in and set up a custom tournament. And if you could set up a custom online tournament, it would save the hassle of having to go through, like I do for my tournaments, like having my own page for everything. Just to have it set in the game would be such a cool thing to have. And as I said, that's not something I expect because I understand that is quite in depth to do. And number 5 is a pretty simple one. Custom swings, especially for the pros. For them to have their actual swings would be massive, and for you to be able to customize your swing and choose one of their swings to be your own, or just have a nice selection of custom swings, pros or otherwise, would be really, really slick. And I think it would be big, rather than just having everyone have the same swing. I think it gets a little bit boring, like Jim Furyk having his swing in the game. Imagine that would be so cool if he had his swing in 2K21. That would have been awesome. And if you could put that onto your own golfer, or even like, remember Edward Pops Masterson swing back in the day in the Tiger games, some crazy swings like that, just to add a little bit of spice and fun to the game. And yeah, let me know what you want in 2K23. I'm very, very curious to see what this is all about in the 22nd. Cannot wait to hear more. I hope you guys are hyped for 2K23, because there's going to be a lot of videos on the channel here about it, and I can't wait to cover it. I can't wait to do tournaments. I can't wait to do Fantasy Course of the Week. I can't wait to do career mode. I can't wait to cover this game in all its glory, and that's exactly what I'll be doing. I'll be giving away copies of the game as well when we get a bit closer to launch, when we know more about when the game's coming and everything like that. I'll be doing big giveaways. Make sure you're following me on Instagram, the Apex Hound 55 on there, and I'm the Apex Hound on Twitter. I'll be posting more info on there about giveaways and stuff like that as well. So thank you for tuning in, really appreciate it. I am super excited. It got me in a good mood right now, and can't wait to get into it, baby. I can't wait for a new golf game. I need one. 2K21 is driving me crazy. As much as I played the game, as much as I love it, it's driving me crazy. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. See you next time.